morning, everyone. It's your girl Audrey, aka Fatu or Fatima, coming at you all the way from the Gambia. I hope everybody's day is going well. I hope your week is going well, and I hope we all, get to the next level to where we're all supposed to be to help support each other. So previously, I did a video on 10 different businesses that you can bring here to the Gambia. And one of the businesses I really wanted to kind of break it down a little bit and emphasize what I see is needed here in the Gambia, okay? So one of the businesses ideas that I said in my previous video is anything to do with cars. And I mean anything to do with cars is needed here. Anything. One of the things I noticed is that there's not a lot of businesses here that just focus on the repairs of the car. Okay, I've recently been driving around, well, not me, but just been driving around in the taxis and different stuff like that, or even a few friends that I've met here driving around in the car. And one of the things that I've noticed has been abandoned cars on the side of the road. Abandoned cars. If a business could come out here that knows how to fix some of those cars, it would take a lot of the cars off the roads and maybe sell them and make it affordable for some of the locals here in the country. I found out from one of the Gambian people here, he was telling me that one reason why is so many cars on the side of the road is because when some of the cars break down, because they can't afford to get the parts shipped to them, and they can't drive the car anymore. So they just drive it until it just falls apart, and then they just leave it on the side of the road. So I think one of the businesses that's here that can really be used here is how to import parts for the different type of cars. So you know how we have in the US, we got AutoZone or Auto Parts or O'Reilly's, whatever it is, that does something. A shop, to be honest with you, a shop like that would be absolutely needed out here, like an O'Reilly's or, like I said, Auto Parts. If there's a place where the Gambian people can actually just go and buy the parts for their vehicles and then fix the parts, get it fixed on their car, it will be less cars on the side of the road. So that's one idea that I want to break down. If there's a way for you to get different parts imported here, if you was here, get different parts imported here to Gambia and open up a parts store, that would be absolutely great. That would be absolutely great. Now, here's the thing though, you have to make the parts affordable for the local people to be able to buy it. Okay? Another thing that can be used here in Gambia that has to do with cars, tires. Even in an auto store, if you made an auto store, have tires that they can actually purchase. Brand new tires. They're selling a lot of used tires here. There might be a place or two that may sell the brand new tires, but that might be in Senegambia. But here in Gambia, I have not seen any tire store. You know how we have tire stores there in the US? Well, I haven't seen any tire stores. I have seen tires on the side of the road stacked up where somebody is in a shack and they're just selling them. There's no particular size on what car it's going on. Some of the tires look kind of worn. I haven't seen any brand new tires. So I'm not saying it's not here, but if you wanted to open up your own tire shop, plenty of room to make some revenue from that. Plenty of room, okay? Also, I've seen on car washes, okay? I've seen people pull up to a kind of like a little shack type thing to wash their cars. I've seen 2 car washes or 3 cars being washed in one location outside. You will make money on car washes here too. If you had your own car wash that supplied the water, the soap, the way to rinse it off, because they're using regular water hose. But if you had a place where you can actually have one of those mechanical type of car washes where they can run the car through, you'll make some money here in the Gambia. Okay. Another idea, if you had a brake shop, okay, because we already know that some of the problems that with all the cars on the side of the road, some of them was brakes. They didn't have their brake sizes, or they couldn't get the brakes that they needed for their car. I know one car that I've driven in a couple times here in the Gambia. I can feel that this person is having some issues with the brakes, and you can feel the brake shoes or the scrubbing of the brakes kind of rubbing up against each other. So I know this individual needs some new brakes. Well, I asked him, I said, are you going to change the brakes pretty soon? And he told me that he's waiting for the parts to come in for the brakes. Okay, so that's where the auto store would come in. If someone can actually have stuff like that at an auto store for them to be able to get the brakes right at the shop to fix his car. He's taking his car back to the mechanic, or what they call the mechanic, and the mechanic, from my understanding, he's making the car worse than what it is. So another thing that I think that could be great out here as to deal with cars is a brake shop. Besides a brake shop, just a shop that knows how to do oil changes, a shop that knows how to do transmission fluids, just whatever technical problems that a car would have. We need to have that particular store out here, or that particular shop out here, to be able to fix it. You all, I've seen them, they're fixing cars literally on the side of the road. I know you got to do what you got to do, but they're fixing cars, you all, on the side of the road. I don't think these people are very smart people, very resourceful, very intelligent. The employees that you will have at these stores, I don't even think you have to worry about it. I really don't even think you have to worry about it. They probably could teach you a thing or two. They probably would teach you a thing or two because they've been here the longest. And of course, they know what the heck is going on. Now, one more thing that I also want to mention with the car situation. I think some a technical training school would be great out here on just teaching people how to do mechanics on the cars. Teaching them how to do the brakes, transmission, oil changes, tune-ups, the struts on the car, anything that you could think of that needs to be fixed on the car. I think there's a technical school training opportunity out here. There's going to be plenty of people that love to do love to fix up the cars. So I think there's a great opportunity out here to actually open up your own technical training school for just mechanics. Now, I'm not going to set my age. I'm not going to let y'all know my age. But back in the day, when I was going to school, high school, in my time, they had, in high school, you had wood shop, you had auto repair shop, in schools and in high schools. And then they suddenly took it out of high schools, and now they just made it a technical training school. That's because they're trying to make more money. That's all that is. But that's another video. But if we could take that same training that we had, that a lot of us had gotten in high school, and actually came out here and created a little small college for technical training, and actually train the people here maybe the proper way of maybe doing some of the mechanics on the cars, you'll make some good money out here. You'll make some good revenues, and you'll also provide training. Will also allow them to provide a little bit more livelihood for them. So I think just those items that's needed out here with the car situations. One of the other things I noticed with the car situations, they gotta have certain cars can only work out here. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Certain cars can only work out here. That's one of the issues. One of the major cars that I know will work out here with no problems, hands down, no questions about it, is a damn Jeep. If you're going to ship any kind of car over here to the Gambia, y'all, the best kind of car to ship to me is a Jeep. A Jeep, not a Cherokee Jeep. I'm talking about a regular Jeep that knows how to handle the dirt. Because here, the roads in the residential area, y'all, they are sand, they are dirt, they are potholes. Now, some in the richer area, you may have some pavement on the road. You will have some, so they don't have to deal with the potholes and everything else like how some of the other areas do. But if you're going to get a car shipped over here, y'all, you got to make sure your struts and your brakes is on point. You got to make sure your tires are on point, because you will get stuck in the sand here in the Gambia. Okay, so y'all make sure those things before you consider shipping a car. Make sure it's a car that's going to actually work over here. It makes no sense to ship a car if you're just trying to be cute. Don't make no sense to come over here trying to be cute with your car. Don't come over here, because that car will get stuck. And guess what? You're going to be looking ugly, because you're going to be mad because there's nobody here to help you pull the damn truck out of the sand, or your car out the sand. That's another idea. Tow trucks. Tow trucks. If you can open up a tow truck business, you'll make money. Reason why I was saying that, because the tow trucks can actually get a lot of the cars out of the sand and out of the dirt and out of the potholes. A tow truck business would do great over here. Okay, now some of the challenges that you're going to have if you send a car over, ship a car over here. Some of the challenges that you're going to have is, one, you're going to have to be able to, if your car is so unique that is not common here in the Gambia, you're going to have some challenges on getting parts for your car. You need to get the parts for your particular car. Now, with some of the cars that I've seen over here, I've seen the Hyundais, I've seen some Toyota Corollas, I've seen maybe one or two Buicks. I'm trying to see, is there any other ones that I've seen? I haven't seen too many other type of cars, but mostly I'm seeing is the Hyundais. I've seen some Hyundai Santa Fe's. I've even seen a few Hyundai Elantras, and then I've even seen, like I said, Toyota Corollas. And I think most of the cars that the taxis are driving are like, they're kind of like the Toyota Corolla model type sizes, type vehicles. So be mindful when you get ready to try to ship your car over here. Be mindful. You better hope they have the parts over here if your car break down. You better hope that they can be able to pull your car out the sand if it gets stuck. Okay, so that's some of the challenges that you're going to have. So if you decide to come over here and open up like I said, an auto store, like an auto parts store, you would do great over here. You're going to have to have a way for you to import all the different parts you need, whether they're coming from the US or whether they're coming from the UK or whether they're coming from China. That is going to be your challenge. But as far as anything else, as far as you getting your store set up, as far as you getting customers, you're going to get them. You are going to get your customers, because there's so many roads. So many cars on the side of the road that just needs to be repaired. And some of them could be, it's just a simple repair is getting the ball bearing, getting brake shoes, just needing the oil change, needing the oil gasket, oil pan gasket. Just needing the filter for some of this stuff is just simple repairs that's just needed for these cars to keep going. Okay, so I wanted to just mention that to you all. I hope you all can take that information and process it and come on over to the Gambia and let's start getting these businesses started. And you know what? Just bringing Africa up. Let's just bring Africa up. Oh, and also the manufacturing thing. I'm going to do a separate video on the manufacturing. I did find out some information why Africa doesn't have a lot of manufacturing companies. It's political. I will say that. It's political, but it's going to be in one of my upcoming videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video, you all. Fatima out. One more thing. If you like these videos, please like, share, subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe to these videos so I can keep them coming. And thank you for all the comments that a lot of you have been giving me over my past videos. I really appreciate your comments, but thank you for looking out. But go ahead and subscribe. See y'all.